In addition to FERPA, many states have recently passed laws that govern how student data may be used and shared. In Utah, this law was passed in 2015 and is called the Student Data Protection Act. Since you teach in Utah, you should probably know a little about it. One of the first things it does is it requires every district or charter school to designate an individual as a student data manager. This individual is meant to be your go-to person for your data privacy questions and needs. So first of all, you should know who this person is if you need any help. The law also requires every LEA to have a data governance plan that includes policies and procedures on how data are used and protected. So while we're going over state student data privacy laws in general here, the policies in your data governance plan may be really specific. You're going to want to get to know them. In fact, your school should provide an annual training on your data governance policy. It also requires that every LEA publish a Metadata Dictionary, which helps increase transparency. So, this Metadata Dictionary is going to include a list of all the data elements that the LEA collects and shares, and a list of everyone that they share student data with. This includes any websites or apps that you share student PII with. That means that you need to be able to provide your student data manager with a list of all the apps and websites that you're sharing student data with. There are also requirements for what a school can and can't collect from a student. Each year, the school will provide students and parents with a list of all the data elements they anticipate collecting. These data will be classified as necessary or optional. Necessary data are ones that you need in order to do your job as an educator. Optional ones are pretty much everything else. You're allowed to collect them, but you're going to have to get written parental consent first. A good example of optional data are biometric. These could be fingerprints, facial recognition software, or a biological sample for the purpose of a DNA test. Speaking of DNA results, just got mine back, and it says that I am not Italian. Oh, well, I guess I can't eat ravioli anymore, even though I really like ravioli, but you know, science. I know what you're thinking. Biometric data, we don't collect that. Well, we've heard lots of stories of teachers conducting these tests on students without notifying parents and without getting their written consent. Well, I'd love to say more, but I've got to do my hour a day or I'm never making first chair.